Alright, sorry guys, I'm trying to clear the table off again, it gets so full. So in the meantime, we're trying to get this place up and running because, we need to get ready to be taking bigger donations in because we haven't even got the sign up yet and we're full. So we need a better in and out system, we're working on that. So in the meantime, we've decided to open up the other shops. I think Bryn Mawr shop is going to be too small for Lego Club because by the time we move the rails over, I just don't think we're going to get enough in there because they're still going to have to access the toilet bit and the kitchen bit, and that's where the rails would go. Risker we can do it because we've only got to push the 2 rails out of the way, right? And I can make sure that area is clear and get a nice little table and 4 chairs around it. And Pontypool is big enough, that's not a problem, we can sort that out. You need to be a qualified teaching assistant or an NEB. If you're training, you can volunteer and you can get a certificate, towards it and benefit from our training, etc. But you have to be qualified to run it. I worked in a school for 12 years, special needs school, for 12 years as a teaching assistant. So me and Alison have been busy today. We've had some more donations in. We still got this slide. It's not supposed to have legs. It's supposed to be like from a tump of earth or like a tree house or something like that. It's lovely. I think we got it up for 50. Yeah, 50 we got on it. It is nice. I said to Dan, if we put another level up there, we could have a slide up there and then we could slide the donations down to Jan. Saves carrying them. So yeah, we've still got quite a bit left. That's only Moses baskets I got. I don't know whether to keep this and have it out here and put nice stuff on it. I don't know what to do. This all day, driving me nuts. But I think they're nearly done now. And I think someone's moving in, so it's not going to be long. I got a lovely change lounge under here, but it needs a clean. Penny's going to clean it for us. She's got like a fabric cleaning machine. She's going to clean it for us. We've got some lovely vintage mirror and lovely stuff. Got some more DVDs ready and computer games. They're ready to go. Blackwood. Yeah, so we're still full, but we've moved stuff around. I'm moving this now, right, because we had our bins there, but actually this is a selling spot because a lot of customers now come up to the rope. It's a skipping rope, this is that we utilised it. But then we could have like a smaller cupboard there. I need a half cupboard because obviously I've got to watch the bloody bid and dippers and the knickers that they come in. Right, so we're going to have a little cupboard there and then we can put stuff there and display it as well because that's extra selling space. We've got the fantastic chairs up there, brilliant donations they are. I got to get my new signs on here, but the resolution isn't right. We'll do that. We want to get a record box at Blackwood, but he's only just done the what's it cupboard. All of this has been priced and is ready to go out to shops, but I haven't got room. So I'm hoping people buy loads of stuff this week. Oh, that's my baked potatoes I'm not eating over there. They're going in the bin, unfortunately. I'm so off my food, it's unreal. Every time I eat, I feel sick. We have, the last couple of weeks, right, I've been trying to stay off McDonald's. So we've had a lot of meal deals. I don't know if I got this E. coli bug this going around, right? I usually got the stomach of an ox. But I am being right. Unless it's the diabetes, I don't know. Jan is in the process of sorting this out. We've now changed this part. This is what we're doing today. So that this bit will be cordoned off now. The higher area will all be cordoned off so that nothing can fall. And then you can still access these cages. I got to empty this cage and go through it. If this one's been done, but they got to label them now because we got Aberdash in there, £2 claws. Could really do with 3 for Aberdash because we always get loads of it. And it's the last thing we sort out. See, this I need somebody to go through. This one I need somebody to go through and price and research it. And check for washing, This is the AstroTurf. I need someone to come and pick it up, go to Blackwood shop, or we can take it up Blackwood shop, it's not a problem. I need you to get a Stanley knife, right, and cut it so it fits in my glass cabinet, so it looks nice. And then whatever's left, we'll do Pontypool, and then we'll do Risca and Bryn Mawr, because it looks really nice. This is going to be pack testing, ready for electricals. I don't want them thrown in there because that's how they get broke. They need to be stacked. That is stuff already priced for Blackwood shop that we just cannot get in there. But I could do with some more of these, because I could get all the CDs in them then. All those CDs were donated off one person. We went and picked them up from Merthyr. It was like over 10,000. CDs are one of our top sellers, right, in Blackwood shop. But I could do with stacking them in one of these, because it takes, you know, they were what we would consider being a considered purchase, because they are dearer. We ask people to pay dearer for the nappies, you know that, but we tape them all up and everything, and my mother checks them all and all the rest of it. But we probably take a good month to sell a box, because they're not 50p. If they were 50p, they'd be flying out. But there's things in there like Arctic Monkeys, there's things in there like Nirvana, like older versions. They're collectible, we're not even going to sell them. You know, Rod always goes for a fiver. You know, we've got a good fan base, haven't he? So we've got it so you can access them from this way. But I could do with some more now. I could do with some more, because these are slightly, well, what they would say is that's unstable. That's an unstable stacking. They ain't gonna go anywhere, I don't think, but it could. You know, so to minimise the risk, you want them in a stacking cage, so if they do fall, they ain't gonna come out of the cage. So, you know, we've come a long way since Risca, haven't we? You know, big Risca on my drive, and Aberbargood. So, and then the only people who will be able to access the higher area above head height, because you should have a hard hat on, see? Right? Then it will be designated staff who's been trained. So it's still a bit close there, but then we haven't got anything directly that could fall off there. So that's what you need to think about when you go racking, and you know, the weight you're putting on there as well. So we're still doing a big shift around, but it's getting a lot better. These travel cots fill up a lot. I don't know whether it's a good idea or not. It's a good idea in the beginning to sort, chuck the baby clothes on. We do 0 to 12, 12 months and up to like teenager, and then we do £2 adult clothes, and then over there they get bagged up because it's the posh ones. That's the way we do it, but then they stay there for a bit, and it's like, so it might be that we get rid of those and get more of the cages, because we can double the height rather than having double the width, couldn't we? So yeah, we know we need a bigger warehouse, but there we are. If we have a bigger warehouse, we're going to fill it. So, you know, at least when we've got a smaller one here, we're more motivated now to shift stuff out. Blackwood have had, it's on his second car full. Pontypool, I got shoes in there ready for you to come over. I think I got about 5 or 6 bags of shoes to go over Pontypool. Bras went up to Blackwood because they fly out of Blackwood, bras do. But that was one big bag full. What we thought we'd do is get good bags out there, so that the ones that the house clearance boys do use, put them in these baskets, because I had to pull everything out of the baskets to take up to Blackwood shop, like the socks and the bras. But if we had one of those good bags in there, we could just pick it up and go, and then come back. Or if we had a fabric bag that fitted that. The house clearance boys will know what I'm talking about. It's the big recycling bags, because they would fit in there lovely. So I think we're looking for more cages now. That's the plan. Not so much racking, because I don't want to fill it up, backlog it with stock. That's not what we want to do. The racking should be for like business stuff now. So like empty crates, you know, all the fundraising stuff. You know, all of this stuff needs to be put on it, rather than stock. Stock needs to come in, be sorted, cleaned, priced, back out the door. That's how it should be going. These are invaluable, mind. These are brilliant. We had those off the toy box. Thank you ever so much for them. Well done on Scylla for spotting them. And these we had, because they weren't deep enough really for us for stuff, but all right for the books that I've priced up. for now, because some of the books are like vintage copies or special copies. Well, I don't want the corners and stuff getting damaged, so we need to put them up tidy. So yeah, I could do with some volunteers, to sort out the clothes into ages tomorrow. I need this gone through because look, this is antique, whatever it is vintage and antique. Innit? Don't know what's in them. We could have jewellery in them. The jewellery needs to be researched. What does that feel like in there? Blocks. I want to keep like connects or like little blocks, just in case somebody turns up and they don't want to play with Lego. Just an extra box in there, something to do. This one needs to be empty. That's been here for a while now. There's a bit of nice china in there. And bits and bobs. Check to see like that will fetch more in Blackwood. But is it clean? Might need to go for the wash. This needs to be checked that all the parts are in it. Canvases have gone well at Blackwood, and wigs this week. They're on a roll with wigs up there. But all of that's been priced ready for Blackwood. If anybody is available tomorrow to take stock to Blackwood in the middle of the day, that would be brilliant. It's a bit awkward on market day to do it because you get all people shouting at you, hey, come back there, come back there. It's a road, you can park there. Plus we have loading and unloading rights. Didn't get into it now. Just what I should have is just signs everywhere I go. Just a sign on a stick, like, you know, and just I wouldn't have to chat to people about my rights and regulations, would I? Oh, right. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Oh, I need those chairs cleaned, and then I've got those 2 stands I want sprayed blue. So if anybody wants to do that. Yeah, a couple of jobs. I'll put the lists up of what jobs we got. We've got a few people drop off stuff today as well. A few customers having a mull around outside. I can't remember what we sold. I can't think now. They've been busy in Blackwood this week, and Pontypool, I think they've been busier as well. So thank you ever so much for that. I want to try and get that table off because that's supposed to be for staff, that area over there. And I want to get that dresser up against the wall so we can put a few knickknacks on that while they're in limbo waiting, you know. Here we are then, guys. I'm going to be open till late. I didn't feel too good this morning again, but I feel a bit better now until I eat again. Yeah, so this I won't cut into like squares and rectangles to fit in the cupboards. If anybody fancies doing that, we can buy you a new Stanley knife, but obviously we need you to be careful with it. I don't think I've got like a safety one that retracts, but I can have a look. So you can either come and get a shelf, we can either get you a shelf and you can cut it down here and we can take it up, or you can go up to Blackwood and cut it out the back, you know, got that little back alley, cut it out there, and then we'll see what we got left, because it's for the displays. I got plastic for the bedding. If anybody wants to come and sort the bedding out for me, that would be fabulous. And yeah, like I said, we got two of these to sort. There we are. And then some crockery to clean that's a bit dirty and dusty. Thanks, guys.